Leela sat on her bed, staring at the colorful posters on her wall. The vibrant images of her favorite bands and movies used to make her smile, but now they felt dull and distant. Ever since her best friend Mia moved away, everything seemed different. Leela missed Mia terribly. They had shared countless laughs, dreams, and secrets. And now all she had were memories. Every day after school, Lila would come home and check her phone, hoping for a message from Mia. They used to text each other about everything: homework, crushes, and their favorite songs. But now the screen remained silent. Leela felt a heavy ache in her chest. It was as if a piece of her heart had moved. Away with Mia. Lila remembered the day Mia told her she was moving. They had been sitting in their favorite park, under the big oak tree. The sun was shining, and the air smelled sweet with blooming flowers. Mia had looked nervous, twisting her hair in her fingers. "Lila, my dad got a new job, and we have to move to another city," she said, her voice shaking. Leela's heart dropped. "You can't leave. We're best friends." She cried, fighting back tears, but Mia had to go. Leela hugged her tightly, not wanting to let go. "Promise me we'll stay in touch," Mia had whispered. Lila nodded, but deep down she worried that distance would change everything. As the days turned into weeks, Lila felt more alone. She tried to stay busy with school and activities, but nothing filled the emptiness. She missed Mia's laughter, her silly jokes, and their long talks about their dreams for the future. Lila often found herself daydreaming about the adventures they would have together if only Mia were still nearby. One afternoon, while scrolling through social media, Lila spotted a photo of Mia at a new place in her new city. She looked happy, surrounded by new friends. A pang of jealousy mixed with sadness hit Lila. "Why can't I be there with her?" she thought. She wanted to reach out, but felt awkward. What would she say? "Hey, I miss you." It felt too simple for everything she felt. Days turned into a month, and Lila's sadness began to weigh her down. Her friends noticed she was quieter than usual, but she didn't want to burden them with her feelings. She often smiled and laughed around them, but when she was alone, the loneliness crept back in. One night, she lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, wishing for a sign that it was okay to reach out to Mia. The next morning, Leela woke up with a sudden burst of determination. She grabbed her phone and opened the messaging app. Her heart raced as she typed a message to Mia. "Hey, I miss you. How's everything going?" She hesitated for a moment, then hit send. The message felt like a tiny lifeline thrown into this vast ocean of her loneliness. Lila spent the day anxiously checking her phone, waiting for a reply. Each ping of a notification sent her heart racing, but it was just messages from other friends. As the sun began to set, she felt a wave of disappointment wash over her. Maybe Mia was too busy with her new life to respond. But just as Lila was about to give up hope, her phone buzzed. She quickly grabbed it, her heart pounding. It was a message from Mia. "Lila, I miss you too. Things are good here. Let's FaceTime soon." Lila's heart soared. They were still connected, no matter the distance. That evening, they scheduled a FaceTime call. Lila could hardly contain her excitement. As she waited for Mia to pick up, she felt a mix of nerves and hope. When Mia's smiling face appeared on the screen, Lila's heart filled with joy. "Lila, you look so different," Mia exclaimed, her eyes sparkling. "Yeah, well, I miss you," Lila replied, smiling widely. They talked for hours, catching up on everything. Mia shared stories about her new school, her new friends, and all the exciting things she was experiencing. Lila listened intently, laughing at Mia's funny stories and feeling a warmth inside her heart. As they talked, Lila realized that even though they were far apart, their friendship was still strong. They promised to video chat regularly and to keep supporting each other, no matter the distance. Layla felt a sense of relief wash over her. She no longer felt alone. She had taken the first step to reconnect. In the following weeks, Layla and Mia continued to chat and share their lives. They even started a virtual book club, reading the same books and discussing them together. It felt like they were sharing a piece of their worlds, bridging the gap created by distance. One day, while reading together, Mia said, "You know, Layla, I still think about all those fun times we had. The park, the sleepovers, everything. You're my best friend, no matter where we are." Layla felt tears of happiness welling up in her eyes. "I feel the same way, Mia. You're irreplaceable." As the months passed, Layla realized that while distance could be hard, it could also be an opportunity to strengthen their friendship. They learned to appreciate their time together even more, knowing that every call and message was a chance to share their lives. Finally, one day, Layla had an idea. "Mia, what if I come to visit you this summer?" she suggested, her heart racing at the thought. "That would be amazing." Mia replied enthusiastically. They started planning the trip, and Layla's excitement grew. The thought of reuniting in person filled her with joy. As summer approached, Layla couldn't wait to see Mia again. The distance had taught them both the importance of communication and effort in a friendship. They had overcome the challenge together, proving that true friendship knows no boundaries. On the day of her visit, Layla felt butterflies in her stomach. When she finally saw Mia waiting for her at the airport, they rushed into each other's arms, tears of joy streaming down their faces. "I can't believe you're here," Mia exclaimed, and Layla smiled, feeling a sense of belonging wash over her. That summer became one of the best times of their lives. They explored Mia's new city, creating new memories together while cherishing the old ones. Layla realized that distance might separate them physically, but it could never diminish the bond they shared. As they sat together under the stars one night, Layla turned to Mia and said, "I'm so grateful we didn't let distance break us apart. I love you, and I always will." Mia smiled and replied, "Me too, Layla. No matter where life takes us, we'll always have each other." And from that day on, Layla knew that no matter the distance, their friendship would always shine brightly against the darkness. Together, they proved that love and connection can overcome any challenge, reminding each other to never lose hope. As summer came to an end, Layla found herself back in her familiar room, surrounded by the same colorful posters that once brought her joy. But now, everything felt different. After an amazing summer with Mia, she was back to her usual routine: school, homework, and the quiet loneliness that had crept in since her best friend moved away. While the memories of their time together made her smile, they also made her feel a pang of sadness. Layla sat at her desk, staring at her phone. She had promised Mia they would stay in touch, but it was harder than she expected. After their summer reunion, it felt strange to return to the silence of her everyday life. She missed their laughter, their late-night chats, and the comfort of knowing Mia was just a short walk away. The distance between them was not just physical. It felt like an emotional gap that grew wider every day. One evening, Layla lay in bed, the moonlight casting soft shadows in her room. She picked up her phone and opened her messages. There was one from Mia. "Hey, how's school going?" Layla felt a rush of warmth. They had always supported each other through tough times, but now Layla hesitated. She wanted to share her feelings, but she didn't know how to express the sadness that lingered in her heart. After a few minutes of staring at the screen, Layla typed a response. "It's okay. Just busy. I miss you." She hit send and felt a mix of relief and anxiety. Would Mia understand? Would she feel the same way? Layla waited, her heart racing as she checked her phone repeatedly, hoping for a quick reply. When Mia finally responded, Layla was elated. "I miss you too. Let's FaceTime this weekend." Leela's spirits lifted. It felt good to know that Mia still wanted to connect. The thought of seeing her friend's face again brought a smile to Lila's lips. As the weekend approached, Lila prepared for their call. She set up her room, making sure it looked nice, and even put on her favorite shirt, the one Mia had said looked great on her. She felt nervous but excited. When the time came, she eagerly opened the video call, and Mia's face lit up the screen. "Hey, you look amazing," Mia exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with joy. Leela felt a rush of happiness at the compliment. "Thanks. I just wanted everything to be perfect for our call," Lila replied, trying to hide her insecurities. They chatted about school and shared funny stories about their classes. For a moment, it felt like nothing had changed. But as the conversation went on, Lila's heart grew heavier. "Mia, can I tell you something?" she asked, biting her lip. "I've been feeling sad since you moved. I thought it would get easier, but it hasn't." Mia's expression softened. "I felt the same way, Lila. I miss you every day. It's hard being apart, but we'll always be best friends." Listening to Mia's words, Lila felt a warmth spread through her chest. "I just feel so distant sometimes. I don't want to lose you," she confessed, her voice barely above a whisper. "You won't lose me. We just have to find new ways to stay connected," Mia said, her eyes shining with determination. "How about we start a project together? Something we can do from far away?" Lila perked up at the idea. "What kind of project?" "Let's write a story together. We can take turns writing chapters and share it." As the leaves began to change color and the air turned crisp, Lila felt a mix of excitement and nostalgia. Fall had always been her favorite season, with its beautiful hues of orange and gold. But this year it felt different. Mia was still living far away, and Lila missed her more than ever. They had kept in touch through their writing project, but it wasn't the same as being together. Lila often found herself daydreaming about their adventures in the park, laughing and sharing secrets under the big oak tree. One afternoon, Lila sat at her desk, looking out the window. The sun was shining, and the world outside seemed so alive. She picked up her phone and opened their story, reading through the chapters they had created together. The words flowed like magic, but each line reminded her of how much she missed Mia. She felt a wave of sadness wash over her. It was hard to be so far away from her best friend. Suddenly, Leela had an idea. "What if I visit Mia for a weekend?" She thought. It would be a surprise. They had talked about her coming to visit before, but Lila had never made any plans. Now, with her heart racing, she grabbed her notebook and started jotting down ideas. She could ask her parents if they could drive her to Mia's new city. The thought of seeing Mia again filled her with excitement. After school, Lila rushed to talk to her parents. "Mom, Dad, can we plan a trip to visit Mia? I really want to see her," she pleaded, her eyes wide with hope. Her parents exchanged glances, and Lila held her breath. "That sounds like a great idea, Lila," her mom said with a smile. "We can plan a weekend trip. Let's check the calendar." Leela felt a wave of relief and happiness. She immediately texted Mia to let her know about the surprise. "Guess what? I might be able to visit you soon," Lila typed, her fingers trembling with excitement. Mia replied quickly, "Really? That would be amazing. I can't wait to show you around my new city." Lila's heart soared. She began counting down the days until their reunion as the weekend approached. Lila felt butterflies in her stomach. She packed her favorite clothes and a small gift for Mia, something to remind her of their friendship. On the day of the trip, she could hardly contain her excitement. The car ride felt long, but every mile brought her closer to Mia. Finally, they arrived at Mia's new city. Layla's heart raced as they parked the car. "Are you ready?" her mom asked, smiling at her enthusiasm. Leela nodded eagerly, her heart pounding. They walked to Mia's house, and Lila could hardly believe she was about to see her best friend again. When Mia opened the door, her face lit up with surprise and joy. "Lila!" she shouted, throwing her arms around her. Lila hugged her tightly, feeling the warmth and comfort of her friend's embrace. "I can't believe you're here," Mia exclaimed, stepping back to look at Lila. "You look so different, but the same." They spent the afternoon catching up, sharing stories about their lives since they last met. Mia showed Lila around her new home, and they spent hours laughing and reminiscing about old times. Lila felt a sense of belonging return, as if no time had passed since they were last together. As the sun began to set, they sat in Mia's backyard, watching the sky turn shades of pink and orange. "I've missed this," Lila said softly. "It feels so good to be here with you." Mia nodded, her expression thoughtful. "I've missed it too. I know we're far apart, but I want to make sure we stay close. You're my best friend, no matter where we are." That night, they stayed up late, talking about their dreams and plans for the future. They laughed about their silly moments and shared their hopes for what was to come. Lila felt happier than she had in months, and the distance that had once felt so heavy now seemed lighter. The next day, Mia suggested they work on their story together. "Let's write a new chapter that includes our adventures this weekend," she said excitedly. Lila loved the idea. They set up a cozy writing spot in Mia's room, surrounded by pillows and snacks. Together, they brainstormed ideas, weaving their experiences into the story. As they wrote, Lila felt a sense of empowerment. She realized that their friendship could thrive despite the miles. They were creating something beautiful together, a testament to their bond. "This story is like us," Lila said, smiling. "Even when life changes, we can still find a way to connect." Mia nodded, her eyes shining. "Exactly. We just have to keep trying, no matter what." Their writing became a joyful adventure, filled with laughter and creativity. They stayed up late, writing and sharing ideas, feeling inspired by their time together. Lila felt alive, her spirit lifted by the love and connection she shared with Mia. On the last day of Lila's visit, they decided to explore the city. Mia took Lila to her favorite cafe, where they enjoyed hot chocolate and pastries. They talked about everything: school, friendships, and their dreams for the future. Lila felt a sense of hope blooming inside her. She realized that distance could not diminish their friendship. It could only make it stronger. As they walked through the park, Lila felt a wave of gratitude wash over her. "Thank you for being such a great friend, Mia," she said sincerely. "I don't know what I would do without you." Mia smiled and squeezed Lila's hand. "And thank you for coming to visit. You mean the world to me. We have to keep this going, no matter where we are." The day was filled with laughter, and as they said their goodbyes, Lila felt a bittersweet sadness. "Promise me we'll keep writing and sharing our lives," she said, her voice trembling slightly. "Of course, this isn't the end." "It's just the beginning," Mia replied, her eyes shining with determination. As Lila drove home, she reflected on her trip. She felt lighter, filled with hope and joy. The distance between her and Mia was still there, but it no longer felt overwhelming. They had found ways to reconnect, and they were committed to keeping their friendship alive. When Lila returned home, she opened her notebook and began writing about her visit. She poured her heart into the pages, capturing every moment and feeling. Through their story, she felt connected to Mia, and she knew that their friendship would continue to thrive, no matter the distance. Lila realized that true friendship is about effort, understanding, and love. They had proven that even when life pulls friends apart, they can find ways to stay close. With hope in her heart, Lila embraced the future, knowing that she would always have Mia by her side, no matter how far apart they were. As she closed her notebook, she smiled, feeling grateful for the journey they had shared. Together, they would face whatever challenges came their way, united by their friendship and creativity. Asterisk, as winter settled in, Lila felt the chill in the air, but her heart was warm from the memories of her recent visit with Mia. The holidays were approaching, and the festive spirit filled her small town. Bright lights decorated houses, and the smell of cinnamon and pine wafted through the streets. Yet despite the cheerful atmosphere, Lila found herself feeling a bit lonely again. She missed Mia more than ever, especially now that they couldn't share the excitement of the season together. Not every day after school, Lila would come home and look at the decorations her family had put up. They had a beautiful tree in the living room adorned with colorful ornaments and twinkling lights. Layla loved helping to decorate, but this year it felt like something was missing. She wanted to share this special time with Mia. It was hard to celebrate without her best friend by her side. One afternoon, while sipping hot chocolate, Lila decided she needed to reach out to Mia. She grabbed her phone and opened their chat. "Hey, Mia. How are you? I miss you," she typed, adding a few snowflake emojis for fun. Lila wanted to share her holiday spirit, hoping it would brighten Mia's day. Mia replied almost instantly. "Hey, Lila. I miss you too. How's everything? I wish you were here to enjoy the snow with me." Lila's heart warmed at the thought of her friend. They used to have snowball fights and build snowmen together, and she wished they could do it again. After a few more messages, Lila got an idea. "What if we plan a virtual holiday party?" she suggested. "We can bake cookies together on video call and share our favorite holiday traditions." "I love that idea," Mia responded enthusiastically. "Let's do it. We can make our favorite recipes and even wear our holiday sweaters." Lila spent the next few days preparing for their virtual party. She baked her favorite sugar cookies and decorated them with colorful icing. She even made a batch of hot cocoa to enjoy during their call. The excitement built as the day approached, and she couldn't wait to see Mia's face again. Finally, the day of the virtual holiday party arrived. Lila set up her laptop in the kitchen, where the smell of cookies filled the air. She wore her favorite holiday sweater, a cozy red one with reindeer on it. As she waited for Mia to log on, she felt a flutter of nerves. Would it be as fun as she imagined? When Mia's smiling face appeared on the screen, Lila felt a wave of joy. "You look adorable," Mia said, wearing her own festive sweater covered in snowflakes. "Thanks, you too," Lila replied, her heart lifting. They started their call with excitement, sharing their cookie creations and holiday stories. It felt almost like old times, their laughter echoing through the kitchen. As they baked together, they shared their family traditions. Mia told Lila about her new neighborhood's holiday lights and how everyone decorated their houses. Lila shared how her family had a tradition of watching holiday movies together every year. They even joked about the silly things they used to do, like trying to decorate the tree without getting into a fight. As spring blossomed, Lila felt a renewed sense of energy. The flowers were blooming, and the days were getting longer. She loved the fresh scent of grass and the sound of birds singing outside her window. Spring always brought a feeling of hope and new beginnings. But as much as Lila enjoyed the season, she still felt a lingering sadness about being apart from Mia. After their successful charity drive, Lila and Mia had continued to stay in touch, but the distance still weighed on her heart. They had shared many laughs, ideas, and dreams virtually, but Lila missed the simple moments of being together, like walking side by side or sharing a secret smile. One sunny Saturday, Lila decided to take a walk in the park. As she strolled along the paths, she thought about all the memories she had with Mia. They had spent countless afternoons in this very park, playing games and talking about everything under the sun. Layla remembered how they would lie on the grass, looking up at the clouds and imagining shapes in the sky. Those moments felt so far away now. While walking, Layla noticed a group of kids playing soccer nearby. She stopped to watch, feeling a bit nostalgic. Suddenly, she had an idea. What if I organize a fun day at the park? She thought. I can invite friends from school and make it a celebration. I could even video call Mia and include her in the fun. Excited by the thought, Layla rushed home and grabbed her notebook. She started planning the event, writing down ideas for games, snacks, and activities. She wanted to create a day filled with laughter and joy, a day that reminded everyone of the importance of friendship. After finalizing her plans, Layla texted Mia, "Hey, I'm organizing a fun day at the park next weekend. I want you to join us on video call. We can play games together." Mia replied almost immediately, "That sounds amazing. I would love to join. Let's make it a day to remember." Layla felt a rush of happiness. This was exactly what she needed, an opportunity to reconnect with Mia and create new memories. Even from afar, the week flew by as Layla prepared for the big day. She made posters to hang around the park, inviting friends and encouraging them to bring their favorite snacks and games. She also set up a special area for the video call with Mia, complete with a cozy blanket and snacks they could share virtually. On the day of the event, Layla woke up early, filled with excitement. She quickly got dressed and helped her parents pack snacks. When they arrived at the park, she felt a wave of joy. The sun was shining, and laughter filled the air as friends began to gather as everyone arrived. Layla felt a sense of warmth and connection. She introduced her friends and explained the plan for the day. They played games like tag, frisbee, and soccer, filling the park with laughter and fun. Layla felt grateful for the joy surrounding her, but she also felt a little tug of sadness, wishing Mia could be there in person. After a few hours of playing, it was time to connect with Mia. Layla gathered everyone around her phone, eager to see her best friend's face. "Okay, everyone, let's call Mia," she announced, her heart racing with excitement. When Mia's face appeared on the screen, everyone cheered. "Hi, Mia," they shouted, waving at her. Mia waved back, her smile brightening the screen. "Hi, everyone. I wish I could be there with you." Layla felt a rush of happiness seeing Mia's face. "We're having so much fun. We just played soccer, and now we want to play some games together." Mia grinned. "I'm ready." "What games do you have in mind?" Layla explained the plan for a virtual scavenger hunt. They would take turns asking each other to find items in their homes or surroundings. The group cheered, excited to include Mia in their activities. As they played, laughter filled the air. Layla felt a sense of unity, knowing that even though they were apart, they could still share joy and fun. Mia joined in, shouting out items for everyone to find. It felt almost like she was right there with them. After the scavenger hunt, they all sat down to enjoy snacks together. Layla shared cookies with her friends, while Mia had her own treats on the other side of the screen. They exchanged stories, and Layla felt a warmth in her heart, knowing that no distance could break their friendship. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with beautiful colors, Layla gathered everyone together for a group photo. "Let's take a picture to remember this day," she said. They lined up, holding up their snacks and waving at the camera. Layla made sure to include Mia in the frame, holding her phone up so she could be part of the picture. After the photo, Layla turned to Mia. "Thank you for joining us today. You made this day even more special," she said, feeling grateful for her friend's presence, even through a screen. "I'm so happy I could be part of it. It feels like I'm there." "You," Mia replied, her eyes shining. This was the best day ever. As they wrapped up the event, Lila felt a sense of accomplishment. She had brought her friends together and created a memorable day, even with Mia so far away. Lila realized that she had the power to make connections happen, and that gave her hope. After everyone left, Lila sat on a bench, reflecting on the day. She felt proud of what she had organized. It was more than just fun. It was a reminder that friendship could thrive, no matter the distance. As she looked at the sunset, Lila thought about the future. She knew that there would be more challenges, but she also knew that she had the strength to face them. With Mia by her side, even from afar, she felt ready to take on anything. Later that evening, Lila and Mia had a final video call to talk about the day. "Thank you for everything, Lila. You really made this day special," Mia said, her voice full of warmth. "I couldn't have done it without you. You inspire me to keep going, even when I feel sad about the distance," Lila replied, smiling. "I'll always be here for you, no matter how far apart we are." "Let's keep finding ways to connect," Mia said firmly. Lila felt a rush of gratitude. "I promise we will. I'm so lucky to have you as my best friend." As they ended the call, Lila felt a sense of hope swell within her. She realized that distance was just a challenge, not a barrier. With creativity, love, and effort, she could keep her friendship with Mia alive and strong. And so, Lila embraced the future with open arms, knowing that together they could face anything that came their way. As spring turned into summer, Lila felt a wave of excitement wash over her. The days were warm and sunny, and her town came alive with colorful flowers and buzzing bees. But even with the beauty of the season, Lila couldn't shake the feeling of distance between her and Mia. They had made so many wonderful memories together. But as life continued to change, Lila realized that she missed her friend more than ever. One sunny afternoon, Lila sat on her porch, watching the clouds drift lazily across the sky. Her phone buzzed, pulling her from her thoughts. It was a message from Mia. "Hey, I was thinking about our next adventure. What do you think?" Lila's heart raced with excitement. She loved how Mia always found ways to bring them together, even from far away. Lila replied quickly, "Yes, I'd love to plan something. What do you have in mind?" Mia responded, "How about we create a summer bucket list? We can each write down things we want to do, and then share them with each other." Lila thought that was a fantastic idea. "Let's do it. I'll start writing my list now." She grabbed her notebook and began jotting down all the things she wanted to experience this summer. She included simple things like visiting the beach, having a picnic, and trying new recipes. But she also added something special: visit Mia. Once she finished her list, Lila sent it to Mia. "Here's my summer bucket list. I can't wait to see yours." Mia responded, "I love it. Here's mine." When Lila opened Mia's list, she felt a surge of happiness. Mia had written things like, have a virtual movie night, bake cookies together, and plan a visit to see Lila. Lila's heart soared at the last item. "Are you serious? You want to visit?" She typed, hardly believing it. "Absolutely. I've been thinking about it for weeks. I want to experience summer with you." Mia replied. Lila felt a rush of hope. "That would be amazing. We can do everything on our lists together." They spent the next few days talking about their plans and dreaming about all the adventures they would have. Lila felt a spark of excitement reignite within her. The thought of having Mia visit brought a sense of joy she hadn't felt in a long time. As the days passed, they continued to share their thoughts and ideas. Lila and Mia decided to keep each other motivated by checking off items on their lists. Together, even if it was through video calls, they scheduled a virtual movie night for the weekend, planning to watch their favorite film and enjoy snacks together. On the night of the movie, Lila set up her living room with cozy blankets and popcorn. She felt butterflies in her stomach, anticipating the fun they would have. When the video call connected, Mia appeared on the screen, her face glowing with excitement. "Ready for the best movie night ever?" she asked, holding up a bowl of popcorn. "Absolutely. Let's do this." Lila grinned, feeling the distance fade away as they laughed and chatted as they watched the movie. They shared jokes and comments, just like they used to do when they were together. Leela felt a warmth in her heart, a reminder of their strong bond. It was moments like these that made her realize that although they were apart, their friendship remained unbreakable. After the movie, they decided to tackle another item on their lists: trying new recipes. Lila suggested they bake cookies together. "Through their video call, we can share our baking skills," she said excitedly.